Hey friends, Jamie Grace here, and I know what this title looks like. It could be one of those, is this clickbait? Or is this true? Is she retiring? Is it finally the end of the road? And all of those things are kind of one of those like, yes, no, no. Actually, no, I'm not retiring. No, that's not happening. I'm Jamie Grace. I think I already said that. I can't remember. I have ADHD. Hi, how's it going? Basically, what I'm getting at is I wanted to talk about original songs and why I stopped writing original songs. If you know a little something, then you know that 15 years ago I started my YouTube channel, and about 10 years ago, obviously there's like a whole 5-year gap I'm not talking about, but like 10 years ago is when it became a full-time job for me, making music and traveling and touring and making videos, of course, and even like some Grammy nominations and some awards with like the Kayla Fan Awards and the Dove Awards as a songwriter, as an artist. And it's been really, really cool. But like this year, I've stopped writing original songs. And also the year before, well, last year, I started pulling a lot of songs from my vault, even when I was choosing to write songs. But the interesting thing about it is that a lot of times for artists, and I think especially young artists, especially young female artists, especially young Black female artists, is that when we say like, oh, I'm not writing right now, or I'm not touring right now, when we have any type of boundary that we put up as far as what we're doing or what we're not doing as an artist or in the industry, it's seen as like, oh, it's all falling apart. Like, you're not serving, you're not pouring out, you're not giving, you're not investing, you're not doing the thing, you're not running yourself to pure exhaustion, so you must not really be an artist anymore. I remember there's something that I try not to think about it, but I gotta be honest, I think about it a lot, and it actually still really hurts my feelings. But there was, and I'm like, not even lying, like that's something that I'm praying through, like, Lord help me, like get over this, because like a pretty known radio announcer said a couple years ago, like, I wonder whatever happened to Jamie Grace. And that was like in a season of my life where I was actively posting on social media. I just didn't have a radio single out at that exact time. And it was almost like if I didn't have an original song that was like topping the charts, and it's like, oh my goodness, like, is she doing okay? I remember another time I was talking to someone in the industry, this is about 4 or 5 years ago, and they asked me, you know, about like my dating life, which was such a weird thing to ask me about anyway. But, well, I mean, I get it. I'm very open about my life, but it was just like an awkward question, especially like the whatever. But I kind of said like, well, I'm kind of dating, because I wasn't really dating anyone at the time, but I was like open to the idea of it, I guess. I wasn't thinking about it at the time because I was working on music at that time, and I was like working on getting a radio promoter and stuff. And they were like, well, how many dates? And I was like, a few a year. Like, I didn't even have an answer because I wasn't prepared to answer that question. And I remember them saying, oh, well, that's not a lot. And I was like, well, no, it's not a lot, because I'm trying to go on tour in a few months. Like, what is going on? It's so interesting. I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced this. Even if you're not an artist, if you have no interest in being a musician or a singer, I would love to know in the comments below if you've ever dealt with that as a young person, but especially as a young female, and especially as a young female that identifies as a person of color or a Black woman. The expectation for us to do all the things is so high. And the second we choose to not do one of those things that we are known for doing, or that we're good at doing, or that we are open about desiring or wanting, it's almost kind of like we have failed, and that's just not cool. I love writing songs so much. It's just the emotional investment that it takes to write songs takes away from other parts of my life where I would like to emotionally invest right now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm currently surviving a pandemic. And I think, you know, I was watching an interview with Sarah Bareilles, who was dream collaboration one day, and I was listening to her say something along the lines of just like she was not writing songs in the pandemic like a lot of other writers were, and it was, I like almost like started crying. I was so grateful to hear her say that, because there was a season in the pandemic, you know, it's been a long time. There was a season in the pandemic where I was doing all the things. I was like, oh, I'm going to go on Instagram live every day. I'm going to write a song every day. I'm going to like, at the beginning of this year, I was like, I'm going to do a song every day, all this stuff. And then I was like, hold up, I can't, I'm sleepy. You know, it's like, I only have so much emotional capacity and so much emotional energy. And writing songs is a place where I don't want to be doing that right now. But for so long, every time I say like, oh, I don't want to like write original songs right now, or like, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that, the perception is that I want to quit all things and that I am, you know what I mean? Like, I'm miserable. Like, if I say like, oh, I need to take a break from YouTube. I remember I posted that a couple months ago, like, I'm taking a little bit of a break, and people were like, oh my gosh, like, we're so sorry, we hope you're okay, and all this stuff. And I'm grateful for the genuine like empathy that people share and express, for sure. But I wasn't taking a break for like a bad, like, I just like, I just wanted to do other stuff for like a few weeks. I was like, I just need to take a break from this. Like, I was just tired of doing my eyebrows every day. So I wanted to make this video because you guys are going to see this reflect in my content, especially in these coming months. I've been working on a lot of covers and I've been working on a lot of production, and it's a very intentional move because I am working on like getting to a place where I do feel like writing songs again. And mind you guys, I have ADHD. I'm an Enneagram 7. This could happen tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, I want to write a hit. Or it could be 6 months, 12 years, who knows? But I'm always creating, and I'm very much intentionally preserving my emotional energy and refocusing and just re-challenging things. Re-challenging, that's not the right word, but just focusing my energy in places where I know I can give, right? And covers has always been a huge part of who I am, and production has always been a huge part of who I am. So if you have not caught up on my videos, then make sure you go watch them, because I did. If Carrie Underwood's Jesus Take the Wheel had a praise break, if Mary Poppins was from Atlanta, I've got a cover of a Randy Travis song coming out soon, Reba McEntire, a song from the original Parent Trap, Let's Get Together. I have been investing way more in vinyl thanks to my vinyl tier supporters on Patreon. I've been working on like really reinvesting in my vinyl, my love for vinyl and my vinyl collection, of just expanding what I'm capable of as a producer, and as a creative and as a remixer. What? A DJ? It's just been amazing, and it's been so exciting, and I'm grateful for, like, well, if I had to put a word on my year, I mean, I know it's halfway through the year, so maybe it's more so just a word on my new season in life, I would say freedom, right? Like, that is the word that I feel. I feel so free. I feel so full of joy. I feel so excited. Like, when a lot of times in life, when I would walk into either my studio or someone else's studio, if I was having a really difficult time with my mental health, or if I was just really wanting to work on a screenplay and not a song, or if I was really in the mood to, do a podcast on dating and relationships and not write a song at that season of life, like, it didn't matter. I still had to do it. And I remember a season of my life being on tour full time and being at the top of radio charts and still having to go in and like crank out some more, and being put back on medication for anxiety and Tourette syndrome for the first time. And at that point, it was like the first time in like 8 years. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with medication, but if you can change things in your life to have a better impact on your mental health, then that's something worth looking at and worth investing in. And that's the season that I'm in right now. I'm like, I love writing songs, but it be taking a whole lot of energy. And if I split that energy into 3 parts, like if I take all this energy, I could write a hit song. But if I take all like 3 different parts of this energy, I could take my daughter to gymnastics, kiss my husband's face, and produce a really nice song for TikTok. And so I'm like, I'm going this way. So yeah, I still write songs. It's still part of who I am. Well, I didn't write anything today. Writing songs is still part of who I am. But creativity is more of who I am. And being intentional about how I'm using the creative energy that the Lord so graciously gives me, that I'm not burning myself out and overwhelming myself and then watching my anxiety and my tics and all this stuff go 12 out of 10 when it could be a little bit more manageable and I could be like having fun, like doing a bunch of creative stuff instead of like only writing. I'm getting a little rambly, but anyways, I wanted to make this video because I like updated you guys on what's up in my life and I like sharing songs with you guys. And I wanted you to kind of have a heads up of what it means to follow this page, what it means to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you really like what you see here, you really like what you hear, what it means to become a patron, what it means to support my content by either $3 a month or $7 a month on Patreon. You're supporting me creating music, writing music at some point, producing music, and reinvesting in my love for music and where that started and where that came from, and falling in love with the sound of music and not the currency of it all. That's a little bit of a Finding Quiet reference if you feel like checking out the book. But thanks for watching this video. Thanks for being a nice person. Subscribe for more songs this month. I think I gave the full list of all that's out this month. Oh, there's also Easy Street from Annie. I'm really excited about that cover. That one is like... This is why I don't dance on TikTok. Okay, guys, thanks for watching this video. Have a great... Why do I keep singing? Wait, I did just write a song. Oh, it's already over. I can't name the video what I was going to name it. I just wrote a song. I wrote a song called This Is Why I Don't Dance on TikTok. Hey, guys, if you're ever in a meeting, you know, and they're like, man, we just really need to understand ADHD because, like, we don't really get it. You know, what is it? Be like, oh, I have a YouTube video that you can watch.
Because we stick together.